Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back again with another celebrity reading. This time it's on Beyonce. So I have actually never done a reading on Beyonce. I'm kind of shocked. Never, ever. It's my first time. So I know she's coming out with a new album, which I'm excited about. Hopefully it's got some pop music because I like pop Beyonce. But we're going to start off by looking at her relationship with Jay-Z, and then we're going to go into the album because you guys are constantly asking me about how they're going, what they're doing and how they're going. So let's just get started. Remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment only, and let's get started. Okay, so Beyonce will be on the left. Jay-Z will be on the right. Between the two of them. Ugh. Huh. Okay. So the Magician is about communication, which means I do think with a lot of her new music and a lot of the new projects that she's working on, I do think she's going to start talking again. Magician says that she feels like people need to hear from her again. And she feels like people don't really know her anymore. And I think she wants to spill tea. I think there's a part of her that has felt like, I needed to be secretive. I needed to keep things up, which, I mean, that's how she is. That's how she markets. But I think she's really ready to talk. I think we might get a lot more interviews soon, or maybe a book or something. I just feel like maybe a documentary. I feel like she has stuff to share. I also really believe that through her work, Three of Pentacles, I think maybe these songs. I'm not saying we're getting Lemonade Part 2. All I'm saying is that if one of the songs isn't like Lemonade Part 2, I'd be shocked. Like, there's definitely a part of her that wants to say some shit about Jay and their relationship in her songs and music. So, I'm not saying we're getting Lemonade Part 2, but I think we're getting Lemonade Part 2. Now, the Judgment card is reversed, which is about him being embarrassed. She wants to embarrass the fuck out of him. I don't know what this man did to her. Well, I mean, I know there was allegations of cheating, but he's going to be pretty embarrassed from some of the stuff that she's going to say. And I don't know if this is an interviews, documentary, or in the music. He is already embarrassed of his actions. When I tell you Beyonce holds a grudge, she is together with him still for the businesses and for the sort of like things that they have together. Yes. Does this feel like two people that love each other? Yes. Does it feel like two people who are in love with each other? No. Love and in love are two different things. The Six of Swords is the internet. The High Priestess is reversed, and the Queen of Wands. So to me, it seems like it seems like Beyonce was very afraid of, she's not innocent. She's afraid of backlash. She's not innocent. I'm not that innocent. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, Beyonce has her dirt too. And you know what's funny is there's a rumor. Okay, I'm not super familiar about Beyonce, but I think if there isn't a rumor yet, I think there will be about her cheating with someone else or flirting with someone else, and there's some validity to it, allegedly. Vengeance is mine. Now the Hangman is reversed, the Ace of Cups is reversed, and the Seven of Swords. I do think they've been on break before. I think they go on break sometimes or separate from each other because I feel like there are periods of time where they're not together. Their relationship is very up and down for me. I mean, Beyonce's not really like a hypersexual person in general. So when she does things like this, they're emotionally motivated, like spiteful is what I would say Beyonce would be if she was angry. And she's not really like a super, Like, she doesn't seem to be someone that's like very sexually motivated. The Six of Pentacles upright. I mean, she's a Virgo. That's how most of them are. Six of Pentacles upright, Four of Wands, and Nine of Swords. Huh. I wonder if she feels like her family dynamic, she's scared of mimicking the family dynamic she had as a child with her children. And her, you know how sometimes they say you marry your dad? I think there's a part of her that's worried about that and things like that. But also, she's bored. She's bored. Beyonce's bored. She's like, eh. Like, it's not that she doesn't like being domesticated, but it's not for her. The Ace of Cups is reversed again with the Seven of Swords, which just makes me feel like there's a part of her that misses being hot, sexy, single, everyone being obsessed with her. There's a part of her that wants to remind people that she's still sexy and that she's still cool. You know what's so funny? She has the same vibe as Britney does, where they're frustrated and they're like, you know, I used to be that girl. And I want people to remember that I'm that girl. Like, and they should do a fucking collab, Britney and Beyonce, because they're in the same place in life. Huh. You know, I do think Beyonce struggles with her self-esteem in her relationship. I feel like she feels like she's not always good enough for Jay. Seven of Wands reversed, Six of Wands reversed, and the Seven of Cups. That's about her trying to fulfill his fantasy rather than her fantasy be fulfilled. Like, there's a lot of pressure. She puts a lot of pressure on herself, and she wants to be the perfect person for him. She needs to stop doing that. I mean, she's a Virgo. They're obsessed with perfection, but like, the amount of pressure this woman puts herself under is not worth it. Girl, you can give yourself wrinkles. Oh my God. She has a regret about Lemonade, the Lemonade era. There's a regret about the Lemonade era. This is a regret. And I'm thinking about this is Lemonade era. Something that she said maybe she shouldn't have. Or maybe people have figured out something. Because the world is about a cycle. Did he cheat again? The Fool's reversed and the Hermit reversed. You know what's so interesting? The Fool is about being naive and no longer being naive when it's reversed. The Hermit is being pulled out of my comfort zone. Okay. Now, I'm not super familiar with the Lemonade era. I don't remember everything. But I can tell you that she's definitely learned a lesson from this relationship and from that moment. And I feel like with her, there's a part of her that's like, I didn't make the right decision. Now, you could interpret that as her blaming the woman instead of the man, and then it happening again and her being like, oh, fuck, that was stupid. But and that's probably part of the case, but I also see her feeling like if I didn't say that, he wouldn't have done it again. I see him being resentful towards her for the stuff that she said. And I see her feeling like maybe I shouldn't have done it that way. Maybe that was childish because we do have a family and that caused him to lash out at me again. She puts too much of the blame on herself. Okay. I know they struggled to get pregnant. I'm wondering if he was supportive There's something to do with the time period in which she was struggling to get pregnant. There's fighting, there's blame, like anger, resentment, frustration when she was trying to get pregnant. It seems like their relationship was definitely they were in a weird place. I'm not saying they were having a Band-Aid baby, maybe. But what I'm saying is it seems like he was frustrated, took a lot out on her during that time. I don't think she was getting the support she needed when she was pregnant. And I'm not sure what that means. Why do I hear substance abuse issues? Empress, King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I can save you. Oh my God, Beyonce, she's just like us. There's a part of her that wanted to save him and nurture him and protect him. That's why oh my God, I relate to Beyonce. She wants to, she's angry at him and she's mad at him, but she's like, I can be mad at him, but I don't want you guys to be mad at him. Because even though he fucked me over and screwed me over, and even though he's a piece of shit sometimes, he's my piece of shit, and I don't want the world to judge him because I'm still protective over him. That's their energy. That's their vibe. He's got some demons, though. He's got some demons, and I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. Do not come for me. The Bayhive, whatever. Don't come for me. He's got some demons, and I do think there's something there. Now, the devil card to me is something like it could be substances, it could be alcohol, something. There's just something that he's indulging in that's negative and toxic, right? So is she. Now, I don't know what that is. That could also be like her struggling with her mental health or like just feeling really down about herself. But I'm feeling like she has a toxic release. So it's like a coping mechanism or Virgos have this a lot. A way of relieving stress. I see it as like people who smoke cigarettes or people who always have a drink at a certain time. Like she has a vice. It could also be like working out, people who have obsessively work out. She has like an obsession. It could be dieting. Like there's just like an obsession that she has that's toxic. And this is her way of sort of like releasing stress, but I also think it's punishing herself. There's a part of her that punishes herself with this. So it's a little self-harming, you know, like you're doing this, you know it's not good for you, but it makes you feel. It's a coping mechanism. She needs to work on her vices. I just feel like something that's a part of her lifestyle is not super healthy. 3 of Swords reversed, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords reversed, and 10 of Cups. I see issues with her family. Has there been anything in the news about her fighting with her family or there being pettiness with the family? Oh. There's a lot of tea with her family. Okay. I just got 3 things at once. 1, her family does not like Jay. Are we shocked with the Solange moment in the elevator? They don't like Jay. That's number 1. Number 2, I don't think her and Solange are seeing eye to eye right now. And if they are, they won't be soon. There's a problem between the two of them. There's definitely a problem between the two of them. For sure. For sure. King of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. Does she take care of someone in her family that she shouldn't? Like, does she give money to someone in her family that she shouldn't? 10 of Swords reversed. self-sabotage, 3 of Cups, distrustworthiness, 4 of Swords, rejection, healing of wounds. I see Beyonce as someone that's very giving, and I see her giving money or giving time or giving effort or energy, something to a family member who abuses it. And it's like her family tells her not to do this, but she continuously does it. I feel like Beyonce kind of is I'm not saying, okay, whatever. I feel like Beyonce is a little bit of a pushover when it comes to like people, like feeling sorry for people. I think she's a little bit of a pushover. It's because, I mean, I guess I get it. You know, she's super successful, has more money than God. Like, why not give it? Excuse me, it's the truth. Why not give it to them? You know, I get that. But she's a little gullible. Look, okay. I saw this in my Shakira reading, and I see the same for Beyonce. Beyonce is a little naive and a little bit gullible, okay? And this doesn't surprise me. She grew up in the spotlight. She grew up in a bubble. She doesn't have the people experience that all of us have. She literally was in a bubble her whole life. It's just like Britney, too. Britney's a little naive as well. All 3 of them. You know what I mean? Like, she's naive. So it's just a little bit easier to tell her a sob story and her to believe it because she's such a motherly, nurturing person that she's a little bit susceptible to being bamboozled by a sob story, especially if it's someone that's close to her and things like that. You want to know what's funny? Beyonce gives great advice to other people in their relationships, but does not apply it to her own. Because I think people come to her for advice. I think Beyonce lacks... Okay. I feel really sad for Beyonce. Like, this reading did not go the way I thought it would. I feel really sad for her because I don't think that she has a friend in her life that really appreciates and understands her. And I'm not saying her friends don't get her, but what I am saying is I don't think her friends see her or hear her. I'm telling you, like, it's so crazy how these pop stars have similar energy. It reminds me of when Britney Spears in For the Record was saying, like, they hear me, but they're not listening. That's Beyonce. They hear her, but it doesn't resonate. Like, they kind of write her off. And I think that's why she closes herself off and isolates a little bit, because there's a part of her that's like, people keep walking away from me. They run from me. I wonder if she has abandonment issues, and that's why she stays with her relationship so much. Because it's just like, there's a part of her that's like, I don't really know if people really hear me. I mean, really listen to me. They hear me, but they don't listen to me. Like, I'm not feeling... She wants so badly to be wild and crazy. Like, it's like inside of her, this burning frustration, resentment is inside of her to be released. I think the music we're going to get is fucking chaotic. And I think it's going to be all over the place for a reason, because it's building inside of her and she needs to release it. Like, you know how she had Sasha Fierce as her alter ego? We're totally getting, I don't know if we're getting Sasha Fierce again, but what I can tell you is we're getting alter egos. Like, I can see, like, the first song is like me as a hoe. The second song is me as a workhorse. The third song is me, you know, as a rapper. Like, it's just different alter egos, like, for different moments. Like, I see her going into a character in each of her songs, and that's who she wishes she could be right now. Like, she's wishing that she could be these people. So, like, what I see is like a song where it's like a sexy song, like a sex song, and it's like a dance song, but it's also kind of a fuck you to Jay-Z and men. And then I'm seeing like a darker song where it's like revenge based and anger based, and it's just like, I'm seeing, like, I even see visuals to me that are constantly different, like a darker visual, a lighter visual. Like, the visuals are going to be all over the place. Like, to me it seems like I can see almost like a painting, and it's like there's different, think of it like different arrows, or like different people. You know what it reminds me of? Okay, perfect. Pink's music video for You in Your Hand, where she goes through the comic book or whatever, and she's always a different character. That's what I'm seeing. And that's the vibe. And these are all things that she wishes she could express. but she hasn't been able to express them. I think she's paying very close attention. I keep talking about Britney. I know you guys are going to get annoyed, but I feel like she's paying close attention to Britney right now, and I don't know why. I feel like maybe it's because she's finally free, and, you know, Britney's kind of like wilding out, and I feel like there's a part of Beyonce that's looking at that and is like, huh. Like, it's like intriguing to her. They really need to do a song together. 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 9 of Cups. Ooh, there's a diss track on here. Now, I know there's going to be a diss is to Jay-Z, but there's a diss track to a girl. It's a girl. There's a diss track directly to a girl, a female. I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up making a diss track and having like Nicki Minaj featured on it or something like that, or another rapper, a female rapper or something. I don't know. All I can tell you is it's a diss track. It's a direct hit at a girl. I don't know if we're going to know this right away. It reminds me of Taylor Swift, where there's enough keywords and code in there for us to eventually decipher it. But this girl is going to know that it's a direct hit. And she's going to be pissed. And it has to do with an old issue between the two. Cardi B is shaking. No, I Queen of Swords, Moon reversed, and 4 of Pentacles. It's a girl. It could potentially be an air sign female because we are looking at the Queen of Swords. But that's just someone that like that's just someone that she thinks is a bitch. The Moon is reversed in the 4 of Pentacles. She thinks they're greedy and selfish and a bitch. Damn. Girl, who you throwing shade at? Beyonce is coming in swinging. She almost wants to provoke. She's like, I have the upper hand. Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Cups reversed, and the King of Wands. Perhaps there's another male involved in this beef. I'm not sure. It's King of Wands. So, I mean, I guess that could be fire sign male, but there's just another male involved. But there's beef. There's definitely beef. She's like, I'm ready to get your ass. Unless it's the other way around and she's going to talk about guy, but I feel with the girl, but I feel like it's a girl that she doesn't like. I think some people are going to call Beyonce a pick me from this song, if I'm being honest. Two of Swords reversed, Justice upright, and 10 of Pentacles. This song is going to be very, very popular. She might even make it a single. 10 of Pentacles, lots of success. Maybe we're going to be talking about this one. Maybe it'll be on part 2. Maybe it won't be on the first one. Who knows? Maybe it'll be just a random track she drops. I don't know. All right. That's what I see for Beyonce. I feel like we got a lot of tea. I hope you guys like that. If you did, make sure you tip. There's links right below down below. Follow me Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. Subscribe down below. And until next time, bye guys.